Hey, what's up, guys? This is Terabyte, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. Okay, so last where we left off is we touched the normal boots, and then Shane came in, and he's pretty upset. So let's see. Goodness. Shane slammed the door behind us. Do you think he's gonna tell the rest of them? I really hope not. I might have ruined my reputation with them.
Sorry.
I think you mean I might have ruined your reputation with them. She threw her head back and laughed, not quite grasping the consequences of her actions. You'll be fine. I'll even be fine. They're students like us. It's not like we stole it. But Shane, he was really angry. That's just an act. Don't worry about it, Hana. I said I would protect you, right? Her words seemed genuine enough, but I had a hard time believing her. It was almost as if she'd planned for us to get caught. The plot thickens. Okay. Good. Now let's head back to the dorms. That competition is tomorrow, and I do not plan on losing due to lack of sleep. The tournament, I completely forgot. Would they even let us participate considering what we just did? Mai hummed happily as she skipped down the hall, somehow impervious to my anxieties. Heart heavy, I followed her. Only time would tell. Saturday dawned bright and harsh. The cloudy light outside mirrored my gloomy mood as I quickly dressed and woke up Mai.
Hey!
It's time to get up, Mai.
Morning.
Ugh, why? The video game competition, remember? We're playing Stupendous Stomping Sisters today. Mai shot straight up out of her bed. Oh my god, Jared! I can hang out with Jared today! She catapulted from the top of her bunk bed and sprinted out into the hallway. Whoa, I heard crashes and shrieks as she massacred the other girls to get into the bathroom. The sun slowly rose through the window. Everything would be just fine. Right? Hope so. Soon Mai returned, fully dressed and raring to go. Come on, Hana, let's go! She grabbed my hand and dragged me out onto the campus commons. Her incessant tugging hurt, but I followed her silently. Even more strangely, she wasn't talking either. Our nerves has gotten the better of both of us. We wandered the halls of the boys' dorm, making our way to 402. The dormitory itself smelled awful, like stale Dorito chips. I wondered how I never noticed it and realized that this was the first time I came on a weekend. Rather than wandering the campus all day for classes and clubs, most people were sleeping in or hanging out in their rooms. Mai slowed down as we climbed the stairs, staring at the door. The closer we got, the slower we progressed. We opened the 4th floor door and crossed the hall. Finally, we stood in front of PBG and John's door. You should knock.
What?
Me? You should knock. You got here first. Yeah, but you're their friend. Well, you know them better. But you've got pink hair. Is there a problem, ladies? We both froze. Scents of ham wafted through the air.
Oh, Jared.
Jared.
Good morning.
Hello, ladies. Is there something wrong with the door? No. We didn't want to wake them up in case they were still sleeping? Jared let out a low-throated laugh. I don't think they'd mind having you wake them up. My eyes almost rolled into the back of her head. Here, allow me. He leaned between us and tapped on the door. He was surprisingly tall, and being some 10 inches shorter than him, he towered over me. He looked down at me and winked. Jesus. The door flew open.
Hey.
Hey guys, glad you could make it. We'll be a bit squished in here, but it's better than nothing. What, we couldn't get the classroom this year? I jumped. Shane stood beside me, expressionless. I didn't even see him come. Yeah, it turns out that Hidden Block decided to book it for the same day. Wonder what for? John snorted somewhere in the background. I'm not sure your room is better than nothing. Oh, Shane, with the zingers. That wasn't a zinger. Are you just gonna stand outside or are you coming in? We stepped through the threshold, fully and completely entering PBG and John's room. Boy territory. We were out of our element. Ooh, scary boys. Oops, sorry about the cursor. Maya and I had never been in the room before, and she glanced at the walls. Maya had never been in the room before, and she glanced at the walls, shelves, and desks like a manic squirrel. Her eyes gleamed, and I had the sneaking suspicion she was making note of what she saw for her own nefarious purposes, though what they were, I had no idea. Who knows with that girl? Who knows? Rather, I didn't want to know. You probably don't. I see you, you little NES controller. SNES controller. I love you. I love the SNES. It's one of my favorite systems of all time. Oh my god. Go on, take a seat. Anywhere. I looked to my left and saw boxers laying on the desk chair. Blood shot to my face. Were they used? PBG followed my gaze and turned red. Let me clean up a bit. Pigsty. Do they have pigsties in England? Everything in America is derivative of England. But we're in Japan. Shane looked at me blankly. Man, we're so lucky the Wii U has an 8-player stomp. Wii U? Oh, God. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I'm excited to crush you, Shane.
Jontron sucks.
Did he just say Jontron sucks? This game is hilarious, but poor John. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Hey.
Hello, guess who's here? Gerard entered without knocking, a bright smile on his face.
Hold on. What?
Aw, man, Shane got here before me? Did you fail to see me leave?
Yeah, whatever.
I was hoping you were in the bathroom or something. We brought extra controllers. Does nobody knock around here? It's boys, honey. Nobody knocks. No, why would we? To be polite? Pfft. Girls and their ridiculous social constructs. What? An intricate knock clattered through the entryway, and I pointed towards the door in defense. See? Someone knocks.
Good morning.
Hello, I brought bagels. Figured we didn't want a repeat of last year. My stomach grumbled and she turned red. That's what I thought. Ah, that's my husband. What?
You're perfect.
You're the best partner anyone could ask for. You truly are the best of us. Can you just ask for one normally? I brought enough for everyone. Jared leaned his head against Satch's shoulder, then turned to whisper into his ear. I knew I could trust you. Okay, well then, everybody pick a place to sit, we'll hand out bagels, and then we'll get started. I scuttled to the side of the room, against PBG's bed, next to Mai. We'd been sitting with them at lunch, but it wasn't until now that I realized just how crazy having all the normal boots guys in one room could be. 9 adolescent men in one room. Not to mention all friends, all part of the same club. Their personalities mingled in different ways, and I almost couldn't focus over the myriad of inside jokes, shouting voices, and flailing limbs. That is, until the character selection screen came on. In the blinking of an eye, the controllers were gone. PBG glanced over at me, and noticing that I didn't have one, offered me his. No, really. I'm not good at these kind of games. There's no way you're worse than me. Or Jimmy, for that matter. Seeing as he didn't want to take no for an answer, I grabbed the controller and selected my character. Turby. He was cute and bouncy, even though he didn't seem super powerful. He looked like an easy enough character for a beginner to grasp, although there was something in the eyes and beak that seemed a little... Yeah! Is everybody ready? I swallowed hard, the controller already slippery from my sweat. I never played Stomp before, though I watched the others do so. I looked at the buttons on the controller, trying to guess what button did what. One of the 4 buttons probably jumped. Obviously, that analog stick moved the character. They selected a stage. Something with cute little houses and smallish animals bopping around in the background. And then the countdown began. I love this music. Oh my god, I love the music in this game so much. There were buttons on the back that clicked when you hit them. But I didn't know what they did. 3. Oh, there was a weird blue button on the top right, but not on the left. 2. And another analog stick? Was that for the camera? How could we all control the camera at once? 1. Oh no! Go! Die, Shane, die! What the hell? Attack everyone, not just me. But you're my mortal enemy. Josh, what was that for? I wasn't even fighting you. You were wide open and death waits for no one. You're next. The battle began, and in a display of slight mercy, the boys left me alone to wander the field and get a sense for my character. Oh, that does jump. This is me playing anything for the first time. Oh, so that's what that button does. I hit the jump button again and again and again, watching my character float higher and higher towards the sky. I can fly! My joy was cut short as a Noke ball emerged from somewhere and pegged my pink blob in the eye. I fell off the side of the screen, despite trying to jump back. It wouldn't let me. Why? Turby can kind of hover for a while, but eventually he gets too full of air and has to land. Otherwise, he'd be OP. Oh. When in doubt, down B. Down B? In the commotion of the match, curses and death threats mixing with the clack of controllers, nobody was listening to what Nick was saying. The key to getting someone to hear you in this commotion, it seemed, was shouting their name at the beginning of your sentence. Gerard! Satch! I frowned as my pink little blob fell back onto the map. Following Nick's advice, I hit down B. A cloud appeared around my pink guy, and he became a rock. What? I don't understand. What would a rock do? I repeated the move multiple times, always turning into a rock of some sort on the ground, never hurting anybody near me. Suddenly, explosion rocked the ground, and Turby flew into the air just as I hit down B. No! To my surprise, he formed into a rock and fell directly on John's head. His Nario was sent flying off the screen. And died. You're on my shit list. If you want to get a guy to like you, you don't beat him in Smash. Or Stomp. But maybe you do. I'm very sorry. It didn't take long after that for me to die 5 pitiful, painful deaths. But as my little Turby trembled off the screen for the 6th and final time, a small surge of pride hit me. I killed John. The Jontron. Even if by accident. I handed my controller to Maya and sat back, completely satisfied. If it weren't for the fact that it was Mai's turn, I'd jump back in, eager to find other strategies for murdering my friends and potentially stirring up a hit list a mile long. So this was the joy of games. Yeah, pretty much. After playing a few rounds, the official tournament started. People played one-on-one matches against each other, slowly thinning out the competition over time. Mai went before me and was rather unfairly paired against Jared. Every blow he doled out to her was, in her mind, some form of actual physical contact. At least, judging by the way she shivered when she was hit. It was. Unsurprisingly, she died almost immediately. I was the last person set to go against PBG. The others chuckled as we were past the controllers. Don't worry, Hana. PBG's the easiest of all of us. You're bound to beat him. Aw, come on, guys. Don't worry, Hana. I'll go easy on you. I nodded as PBG picked the most level playing field, a small platform floating out in space. The match started, and PBG graciously held his players still. Go ahead and test your moves.
You're a great friend.
Aw, that's real nice of you, PBG. Yeah, real nice. I tested my moves, and while doing so, my hand brushed against the yellow stick. Turby did a menacing low kick, and my eyebrows raised. That looked powerful. Ready to go?
Yeah.
I think so. PBG charged at me across the screen, and when he had come close enough for me to hit, I pushed the yellow stick in his direction. He flew across the screen. My mouth fell open. Yes! PBG grit his teeth. I see how it is. No more Mr. Nice Guy, then. I partially doubted that PBG had a non-nice bone in his body, but the match had begun. It was a long battle, and a surprisingly long battle. We seemed to be evenly matched, right up until the very end, when I smashed him off the screen with Turby's hammer. What? What? I set the controller down quietly, not particularly happy about having crushed PBG in my second ever match of Stomp. PBG nodded solemnly. I guess I lost then.
Whoa!
Damn, Hana! That was some natural-born talent right there. I don't really think so. Anyway, the next match is Shane versus Paul. PBG remained quiet for a while after that. It wasn't until the third round that he joined in again, cheering with the rest of the guys. My match rolled around, but this time I was against Jared, and this time I lost in only a few minutes. I set the controller down again, happy to no longer have the responsibility over the life and death of inanimate pixels. And as I did so, I saw Paul lean in and whisper something to Shane, whose eyes flew wide open, then his face shut down. Over my dead body. Their eyes slid to me, and I looked away. They were talking about me, weren't they? I scooted over to Mai, feeling more comfortable near her than any of the guys. We cheered for Jared right up until the very end. He lost to a supernaturally agile Shane, who was seemingly being fueled by the rage of 1,000 demonic toddlers. Everyone, that was a great round. It looks like we're in even better shape than last year. Well, all of us except for PBG. That was uncalled for. Totally deserved. Anyways, I'm tired, so get out of my room, please. He grinned broadly, not finding anything wrong with how he summarily dismissed us. Maya and I gathered our things and left the room with the others, who, laughing and joking, dispersed in all different directions. We'll find out what happens next, and where they go from here, because this is Saturday, so Sunday's gonna happen. Are we gonna play more video games, or are we gonna actually do our homework? I hope not homework, I don't want to do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.